All right, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to go over my truck now. 2018 Power Wagon. Anybody that really doesn't know much about them or wants to know about them, they basically come 6.4 liter, 6-speed automatic, 410 gears, and then they have front and rear lockers, sway bar disconnect, basically kind of like the Jeep Rubicon, but way bigger. Anyway, I'll just go over what it has, what I have done to it real quick. I'll probably break some up video wise about the best I can to show what to do. I'm not going to actually do it because it's obviously it's done already. But anyway, I have 35s on it. It comes stock with 33s. So it has a pulsar on the ECM for the, it's got different power modes. Taser, RAM, which allows you to use the gears in any transfer case mode, so you can, it basically tricks it into thinking that it has, that it's in 4 low, so that in 2 high, 4 high, you can have every feature that allows you to, like the lockers front and back and the sway bar, you can do that anytime. I also have a 2 low switch. So basically on the front of these axles, there is like a motor that connects the axles together in regular, when you're regular 4-wheel drive. It's still an open, but without that sliding over, the 4-wheel drive actually won't work. It just allows it to slip, you know. So when this thing tees in with your controller, and then when you flip the switch up and put it in 4 low, or yeah, 4 low, the motor will not move, so that therefore it will stay in 2-wheel drive, but you'll be in low. So then you'll have, you know, if you got to pull a heavy trailer and move it and have tight turns, you know, 4 low is a, you know, pain in the ass, because the front axles are grabbing and skipping, and you have issues, you know, turning tight turns. So that is real simple to put it in too. The only thing, I just drilled one little hole to mount the switch to turn it on and off. It's probably something I won't use all the time, but just another cool thing to add. If you do need it, you got it. I mean, the one time you need it is all it takes, right? So, also, I did put a Airlift 5000 on the back like 2 years ago. I pull a 24-foot car hauler, which the vet goes in, and it helps quite a bit. Plus, the stock tires too are D-rated, and they're too soft for towing. I mean, the truck is designed completely to be off-road, but I can tell you that I was having nothing but problems with those Duratracks with holes. I mean, constantly getting holes, and always going to the place I have them, you know, patched all the time. And I could tell you in just a short time that I've had the BFGs, which I've had on almost every other off-road vehicle I've had, I've never had what tires getting holes in them all the time. So and they haven't yet, and they've been on there a while now. So and I had put the rear step on the back for the when I first put the rear cover on the back of the truck, that was like the first thing I did, because I wanted to put stuff back there and be able to kind of, I mean, I know you could break into it, I suppose, but I wanted to be able to put stuff back there and it not get wet or easily just taken out of the bed. So I put that step, that amp research step, that you just push it down so you can get in the bed, like, I mean, way easier. I did also use an Alpha OBD, which is, it plugs into your OBD port, and it allows you to change some things that you need. Because I added LED lights to the bed of the truck. I'll go over that in a different video too. That ended up being, for this truck, super simple. I mean, some trucks would be a little bit more difficult as far as the wiring goes, but this truck actually had the wiring already there, and I just had to add the lights and plug them in and then turn that on. But that's the basics of the truck as far as what I did to it, except for in the front here, I did change out the grille to the older style and had a painted body color, and then I had add this Weston light mount. These are the LED KCs. The middle two are spots, the outside are floods. They point out slightly. I also have the AFE air intake. I just got it because I wanted it. I don't think that it really did anything. I don't expect it to do anything. I mean, I don't even, miles per gallon, if someone wanted to ask, I would have no clue if it made a difference. Maybe one, if it did. It's got a giant air filter though, and I got the dry version so that you don't have to worry about the oil contaminating your mass airflow or any meters that, for whatever that matters. That's pretty much it, I would say, and I don't plan on doing anything else. The thing don't need anything. Next year, maybe I will, depending on how things go. I might put a Pro Charger on it. That was a plan to do, and I could do a whole thing up on that. Yeah, I might do that next year. The Pro Charger is the only one that makes a kit for it. It's like 6 PSI, so it's not a whole lot, and that's about as much as you can go, as from what I understand, with this motor. So that's that with this thing, and I'll just break up and do a few other individual things for this truck. And I got some basically reviews, like for the Taser, maybe show you how some of it works, and the Pulsar, because I know a lot of people probably wondering about that, and they are like nothing out there about it. I've seen some videos with it on the 5.7 trucks, but like nothing on the 6.4s. So do I think it makes a difference? Don't know. I do think it feels like it. I do have a draggy, so I am going to hook that up and do some testing. So what I'm going to do is I'll run it like on 87 in stock mode, and then I will maybe put it on tow mode and see what happens there, and then I will put premium in it, and then maybe I'll do it both. Do a premium run on the stock setting, tow mode, because tow mode is supposed to be a little added too. But then when I put it on the performance section, we'll see what it does, because it does feel faster, but like I said, I do know they're manipulating the pedal. So the only way I could think of knowing for sure that it's going to make a difference is that if the truck actually gains miles per hour. And I do think it will gain ET for sure, because it's going to let the car's going to take off faster, or the truck it's going to accelerate off the line faster, and that's definitely going to make a difference as far as like your time goes. But if it doesn't gain any mile per hour, it would be hard to say, because the truck's, I doubt it's going to spin, so that's not going to be a factor. So I'd like to see it gain 2 miles an hour. To me, that would be about 20 horsepower maybe difference, maybe 30. If it did gain that, I would say that it's a 20 to 30 horsepower gain, and then I would say it's worth it. But it might be worth it if you people don't like the MDS and you want to turn it off. that's not a bad thing. Well, especially around town. I don't care if it's out on the highway, but around town, it just it could be annoying, I guess. Especially when you have the aftermarket exhaust, it's more, it shows itself more. As far as the truck goes, it's got about 20,000 miles on it, and I've had one thing I had to bring it in for, and that was the plug for the winch. It corroded, so I went to use it one time. I got it to work, but you know, I looked inside and it was like all green powder in there. So they changed that under warranty. But other than that, I've had no issues with this truck at all. Nothing. I did add a block heater to the truck. I live in the Chicago area, south of Chicago. I ain't gonna live in Chicago, but people say, well, you don't need it. Well, I could tell you, you know, it don't hurt for the engine to be warmer. When I start it up in the winter, the RPMs are almost at like idle when it's warm, like instantly. You're not wasting all kinds of gas just running in your driveway. When I pull out of here and it's already got heat, you know, without having to wait, you know, because these trucks don't heat up that quick. As far as I mean, you got to get them going down the road, and you know, if it sits in the driveway warming up, it takes forever. So I'm sure there's some more things I can't think off the top of my head about it right now, but it's been a good truck so far. I plan on this one being a keeper. We'll see. I did think about a TRX, but I don't want to get rid of anything else that I got, and the truck's a good truck that I got, and I don't think it's worth it, because you lose towing with it, and yeah, you do have a 700 horsepower engine, but I mean, that would be really cool. But I don't know, I could probably get this one around the mid 500s. That'd be good. So anyway, that's it for this section on this truck. I'll get more detailed with it with shorter videos on it, but I did just want to move on with it from the vet onto this, and I would go back and forth with this stuff because I'm be changing things here and there with stuff, but that's about it with that. Till next time.